Well, good morning. It's Monday morning. I started my morning out by watching the Kyle Chris video, working on the RD4, and now I'm at cleaning up the final wash on the cylinder heads for my Cat 60, and I'm doing it the same way I did the cylinders. Some people might think it's a little unconventional, but I'm washing them up in hot soapy water. So you know what that's all about, so I won't show much of it. Now I already brushed out all the holes and scrubbed it all down. So all I gotta do is take it out of the hot water. It's just that I can get my hands in it. Just quick and blow it off. This time I'll try and get all the water out of it instead of dumping the water down my boot like I did with the cylinders. So now I'll dry it off. I'll spray it down completely with WD-40. Got to put it on spray instead of stream. There. That's done. I don't know if I've told any of this before, but I'm doing like this as I'm not going to paint this machine. I'm going to let it look in the way it did. It'll look pretty much the same as it did when I first saw it 50 years ago. Probably a little less paint on it. Some people like painting their stuff. I don't paint mine. To each his own. I like letting them look. It took them, 70, 80, 90 years to look the way they do. And I like to let them looking like that. So now I'll go on to cylinder head number 2. We'll set this one aside. I'll brush all holes out again. Scrub the top of it. Scrub in the ports. Do the head bolt holes again from the other end. Then we'll pull it out and dry it all off. These things aren't getting any lighter. And again, spray it all down with WD-40. Now I don't really know if WD-40 evaporates some or if it soaks into the iron, because after it sits a couple days it'll be dry to the touch. So now we'll set that one aside, and I'll have to change my water because it's not hot enough to do the other two, because I like to have it good and hot. Here I go with cylinder head number 3. Steaming hot water. Bunch of Dawn dish soap. More steaming hot water. start to scrub. Now pull it out. Set number 4 in. Dry off number 3. And set it out of the way. Repeat for cylinder head number 4. Pull it out. Dry it off. Spray it down with WD-40. And go set it aside. Those things just don't get any lighter. Now I have my valve keepers. I had a bucket of evapor rust. I don't know how good a job that's really done on them. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So we got to do some cleaning on those. I'll figure out how I get in there. That might be just a little wire brush and scratching. Well, now I'm at cleaning the valve retainers and collars, and even there, not all the retainers are the same. You can see the difference here. These have a little lip machined down. I don't know if you want to call it this part is raised from where it's machined here, and this one and this one isn't. This one and this one are the same. So as I clean them, I have to look and make a match set so I don't mismatch one of these with one of that style. I don't know if it'd be a problem, but I don't want to do it. And as you can see, I have all new valve springs. And the reason being is the condition of the old ones, where they sat down in the pocket on the head. They were just rusted tight down into that pocket. It took a hammer and a chisel and pounding just to get the springs out of that pocket. And here are the rest of the collars and retainers that I have to clean yet. That looks like a set. Well, this is one with a lip on it. And this one is... I'll be able to see better when they're cleaned. But this one has a lip on it. This one doesn't. None of those. This one definitely has a lip on it though. And this one maybe has a lip on it. But I'll match them up as best I can. So I have to keep at finishing cleaning these and the new springs, and then I'll be able to assemble the valves in the head. I say it keeps getting more and more exciting all the time. Well, time to finish cleaning the collars and the keepers. Now I start scratching. This one actually isn't too bad. Oh, and then those little wire brushes turned out perfect for doing a lot of cleaning here. And here's something kind of interesting. That little collar that shows up on the top also shows up on the second rib. We'll have to look at some of the other ones. For these I used a big brush, where it turned out to be just perfect for cleaning the inside. Looks real good. So we're going to finish cleaning and then I'll start assembling the valves and the heads. So this is one of these times when I think it's a pretty big moment. I'm going to be putting valves in number 1 cylinder head. I'm greasing up the valve stems. And first we'll start with the exhaust valve. See, these are the pockets where the original springs were just rusted down in so tight it's like they were welded in place. Now I'm going to see if my valve spring compressor will have enough oomph to get those in. I don't rightly remember if I used this compressor or not when I took them out. There. Not the easiest, but I got them in. Oh. Exhaust valve in. Now I'll try for the intake. This time we'll try and get it located a little better. And the intake is in. That looks pretty darn good. So here I just had to give you a shot of this, set the rocker arms on, just to see what it looks like. That always is kind of a shot in the arm when you see progress. But they got to come off again because until the heads are on for the final time, because there are nuts for the head studs underneath the rocker arm. But I just wanted to put it on, show you what the top of the head looks like with the rocker arms on. And once again, thanks again for watching. See you on the next one.